enough has been said about the Statue of Unity in terms of whether the government should have put so much money into constructing a statue, whether it was worth the investment, etc. But from a pure tourist perspective, whether the Statue of Unity is worth a visit, whether it's worth your time and effort, is what I'm going to talk about in this video. We will talk about everything starting from how to reach there, what are the ticket charges, what are the visiting hours, and of course our experience as a family of visiting the Statue of Unity, whether it lived up to all the hype that has been created around it or not. Hi guys, good morning. Today we are heading to the Statue of Unity, which is the tallest statue in the world. It is the statue of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and it is located near the Sardar Sarovar Dam. We are starting from Gandhinagar, the capital city of Gujarat. It's around 6:45 right now. It's a good 4.5 hour drive. So even if we don't stop for a tea break or something, so it's going to be a long drive. If you guys are going to start from Ahmedabad or the airport, it's going to reduce around 30 to 40 minutes of your overall journey time. It's around 230 kilometers from here, and we are hoping to reach there by at least 11:30, 12. So yeah, let's get started. The roads from Ahmedabad to the Statue of Unity turned out to be pretty good, almost like every other highway in Gujarat. And interestingly, we ended up reaching way earlier than our expectation also. So we have finally reached here. You can see the Statue of Unity behind me. So there are 4 or 5 attractions here. There is the Sardar Sarovar Dam. There is a Valley of Flowers. There is a jungle safari which is yet to open. I think there is river rafting. So there are multiple things here. So there is a common parking and you are supposed to park there, and there are public buses which go from here to each of the attractions. So you can take those buses and go. The tickets that we have booked are inclusive of all bus charges and everything. We booked them online. I will be giving you the details in a while. So we are headed to the dam site first, after which we will be going to the Statue of Unity. So stay tuned. So we are at the Sardar Sarovar Dam right now. The views here are very nice and the breeze is very cool. Obviously the gates of the dam are not open, so there isn't enough water in the river, otherwise it would have been just amazing. But still, it's worth a visit. I had visited this place around 10-12 years ago for my engineering project with my college mates. So it's pretty much the same. Nothing has changed and it has brought back a lot of good memories. So I am very happy to visit this place. Now we intend to make a quick stopover for lunch. There is a food court at the Statue of Unity also. However, since we are traveling with a kid and we were not sure of the kid-friendly options there, we are heading to this property called Ramada, which is a few kilometers away from the Statue of Unity. It has a couple of restaurants with South Indian as well as North Indian and continental cuisine. So I think that should sort us out. For anyone who's planning to stay overnight, this property seems to be a good option. It's a 4-star property and the food here was definitely great. I'm sure the stay options would also be good enough. So after filling our tummies, now we are heading to the Statue of Unity finally. Okay, so before entering the statue, let me give you a brief idea on how you can make your ticket bookings and what are the visiting hours, etc. So there is a website called the statueofunity.in. I will leave the link for the same in the description box down below. This is a very comprehensive website and it allows you to book your tickets for the statue and the other attractions online. It also talks about the brief history of each of these attractions. It allows you to navigate your way and find the maps to the Statue of Unity, etc. As for the visiting hours, the statue is open till 6 o'clock in the evening. So when you're booking your ticket itself, they'll give you a 2-hour designated slot for that particular day when you're supposed to visit the inside of the statue. Of course, they have a light and sound show after 6 o'clock in the evening, which is outside the statue. And the statue remains closed on Monday. So whenever you're planning your trip, plan accordingly. Inside the Statue of Unity, there is a museum demonstrating the entire life journey of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and his achievements, which is definitely worth a visit. And from here, you can also catch the elevator to the topmost floor of the statue, where the viewing gallery is, and from where I think you can get some great views of the dam and the river. To be precise, the viewing gallery is located in the chest region of the statue. There are very long queues for the elevator. Considering that there is a limitation in terms of the maximum number of people that can be there in the viewing gallery at any point in time, I think because of the height and the engineering and the stability, they had to factor this part in. We have been waiting in the queue for almost 40 plus minutes. But whether the wait was worth it or not is something that we will find out only once we get up there. So this is the viewing gallery and these are some of the views from here. Whether this whole exercise was worth the effort or not is something that I will talk to you about in a bit. But for now, let's just enjoy the views. Wow, so that's how tall the Statue of Unity looks from here. If I have to make a comparison, it's almost double the height of the Statue of Liberty. 182 meters is what the total height is, and it is of course the tallest statue in the world at this point. Okay guys, so that was our visit to the Statue of Unity. We decided that we don't want to stay back for the light and sound show, because while the online website mentioned that the light and sound show starts at 6:40, some people said that it will start at 7, and now we got to know that it's going to start at 8, which would be too late for us because we have a long drive back home also. So now talking about our experience in terms of visiting the Statue of Unity and whether it's worth a visit or not. So of course, from a historical standpoint, the statue has so much to offer, especially the museum, which talks about the contribution of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel during and after the struggle for independence. So that is definitely a must visit. But talking about the statue specifically, whenever you're visiting a statue of this height and this scale, one of the expectations which you have is that the major attraction would be the viewing gallery or the views that you'll be able to get from the top of the statue. Unfortunately, the Statue of Unity has very little to offer here. While we waited in the queues for almost 40 minutes, we could hardly spend 5 minutes in the viewing gallery because it had very little to offer. One of the key reasons for this is that they have completely sealed the entire viewing gallery, and they have grills and glass partitions there, so you don't actually get the feel, the breeze, and the clear views from there. The second part is that the area down below, which is supposed to give you that magnificent view, is not developed, and I think it's still under development. Probably once they have like a properly developed area, the views would be better. Under normal circumstances, if this statue was located near one of the major cities or hubs in Gujarat, where you didn't really have to invest in so much of a travel time or a journey time, then it would still be worth all the effort. But remember that here you have to travel nearly for 3 to 4 hours if you're traveling from Ahmedabad, and around 2+ hours if you're traveling from Baroda. So that's quite a bit of a drive, and then once you're there, the statue and the surroundings have very little to offer, considering that most of the things are still under development. I'm hoping that in the next year and a half, when the river rafting, the jungle safari, the basement or the catchment area is fully developed, the statue would have a lot more to offer then. So our suggestion to you would be, if you can, then please wait till all of that is done, and then probably the Statue of Unity will be well worth a visit. If you like this video, do subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon.